All right, so Standard Chartered, major international bank, issued a very bullish forecast of XRP. They predict that the XRP cryptocurrency could go up more than 500%, and this would put each XRP token at around $12.50 by the end of 2028. And thus it would overtake Ethereum, right? Why do they think this is going to happen? They cited 3 or 4 different bullish catalysts. Number one, regulatory clarity. We've already started to see this. Number 2, institutional adoption and ETF approval. I think this will happen this year, a spot ETF. That's my prediction, at least. Number 3, cross-border payment utility. XRP leadership has talked about the importance of cross-border payments. And Standard Chartered said that they think within the next 10 years, you're going to see a tenfold increase in stablecoin transactions. This is not just for XRP. This is the entire industry. And of course, if XRP moves into this space, they will, Standard Chartered is saying that they're going to capture a decent chunk of this. And number 4, Standard Chartered said that XRP is trying to push into tokenized assets, RWAs. Obviously, this is a very lucrative area. Talking about sovereign bonds, maybe even tokenized, equities and real estate. Overall, you take all that into account, and they think XRP is going to go up a lot, and they think it's going to flip Ethereum. So let's just, before we talk about like whether could this happen or not, if you take this at face value, it would be a major change in the crypto market, and that's an understatement. And it would be an undeniable sign of a crisis in the Ethereum leadership and community. I don't even know if they could recover if XRP were to overtake them.
Yeah, not only that, but I mean, you could argue that it could be a huge loss for sort of the crypto Twitter royalty, and a huge win for the retail punters, I guess, for lack of a better word, because XRP is just constantly derided by the insiders. It does nothing. There's certainly some truth to this. Like the XRP chain has a minimal activity on it. On the other hand, I think as you mentioned in the pre-show, David, XRP seems to have the ear of the administration. They've done an excellent job of embedding themselves where it matters. So
and the race is still early, honestly, right? Like there's
exactly, which brings me to something I saw on X the other day, which was someone highlighting a tweet from Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse from years ago. I think something like 2018, where he said, cross-border payments, which, by the way, that's like Ripple's niche. Cross-border payments are to crypto as physical books were to Amazon. In other words, it's just the beginning. Cross-border payments are just the beginning. And so maybe Ripple's story is just getting started.
Yes. Now, this report is interesting to me. Well, okay, let's take this at 3 points, Graham. Number 1, what chance do you see this happening? XRP flipping ETH? Ballpark. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50?
I'm not going to put a number on it, and I'm also going to steal what you said before, which is whatever the chances are, they're higher now than they have been, for me at least, like ever since 2017 when I listened to a deep dive on why Ripple's a scam.
Okay, and then I'll reiterate what you said, which is basically this is Ethereum's game to lose, right? Ethereum, if Ripple does this flippening, it's more Ethereum's failure than Ripple's win. It could be both, but it's probably more.
But Ethereum has everything to lose here.
Yeah.
So
Okay, and so second, then you don't want to put a number on the first thing. Number two, if this were to happen, let's say it does happen, what chance of it do you think it would be kind of fleeting or more permanent?
Yeah, it could well be permanent. If they actually diversify beyond cross-border payments into things like, as you say, tokenized assets, real world assets. Maybe Ripple does become the standard.
Okay, and last one, where's Solana in all this? What's Solana doing
Yeah.
as XRP dethrones Ethereum?
Yeah. So I think that's sort of a different argument. If you look at how well Solana's done so far, the tech they have, the adoption, you could argue, I think, that Solana's a more formidable competitor to Ripple than Ethereum is.
I think personally, what would happen is, yeah, if XRP dethrones Ethereum, Solana would too, and Ethereum just would go bow down.
Oh yeah, for sure. If XRP, yeah, exactly. So Ethereum would be in that scenario. In all likelihood, Ethereum is kind of like relegated to, I don't know, Ethereum Classic
Ethereum classic
levels.